love the channel and find it useful in becoming a happy retiree. Subscribe today. Going to the phones right now. We're joined by Jim from Jasper with some rain in the background, my friend. What's your question? How can I help?
Well, I actually have some profits still left in my portfolio, and everybody says when you get to 20% profit, why you should sell half your stock and then...
Okay, so you're saying you've got 20% profit in a stock or the whole portfolio, Jim, and everybody's telling you to sell when you got 20% profit. Is it everything, or just do you have a particular company that you have profit in?
Yeah, I've got some stocks that I have almost 150 to 200% profit in. I just never took the profits.
Well, I've never. It's funny that you mentioned that everyone says to do that. I must have not. I don't know if I've met everyone, because I've never heard that in my life, and I've been investing for 20-some years. So, no, I've never even heard that. When you get a 20% profit, I mean, 20%, Jim, that's a decent year in the S&P 500. Last year, the S&P was up 22%. So if you did that every time the market did well, you'd be missing out on an awful lot. The market works in big fits and starts. It's feast or it's famine over time. And for the most part, you know what I'm reminded of from your call, Jim? Have you read, so this is not everyone, and I don't think Mr. Buffett has been introduced to Mr. Everyone, but have you read the annual letter from Warren Buffett this year?
No, sir, I have not.
Take a look at this. It's one of the most remarkable things that I have ever seen in investing. And it has to do with the very first page of Berkshire Hathaway's annual letter. And that annual letter shows what Warren Buffett has done from 1965 until today in his portfolio. And he lists right next to it the S&P 500 in each year, comparing the two. The S&P, since he started back in 1965, has grown it is a shocking number, 15,000%. It's a little even more than that. But if you look in the Warren Buffett column, the Berkshire Hathaway column, you look down from 1965, all those years until last year, 2017. And this is from a guy who takes the opposite approach of what you just mentioned. He never sells his winners, ever sells his winners, except for a rare occasion. Once in a while, you'll hear Warren Buffett sold something. His return, Jim, is 2.4 million. Yes, 2.4 million. Sounds crazy. Read the letter. 2.4 million% since 1965. So be very, very careful of the advice of Mr. Everyone. This is really a remarkable example of what happens when you keep your winners. Exactly the opposite of what our caller just said. Jim just said, hey, I'm up 20%. Everyone, and I love these terms, everyone. I don't know who in the world everyone is. Is that like your uncle and your ex-wife? Is that everyone? Is it your kids when they're yelling at you? Is that everyone? Because everyone is probably it's your dumbest relative, whoever that is, or your dumbest friend is everyone. And they always have this investment advice that is so blanket. It is so black and white, and it is so unbelievably wrong. So just remember that next time you get a tip as you're trimming your hedges and your annoying neighbor leans over and tells you something that he did with his money, he's probably rooting for you to go in the wrong direction. And maybe that's why everyone's advice is just so unbelievably wrong. And don't take it from me. Take it from Warren Buffett. Again, one of the most remarkable black and white examples of why you don't sell your winners over time. That's the philosophy of Buffett. If you find a good company or a dominant company, which are so difficult to find in the world that we live in, the trajectory of that company or that stock can be remarkable. If you look at his profits from 1965 until 2017 versus the S&P 500, which is up a remarkable 15,000%, Berkshire Hathaway at 2.4 million% in black and white. Buffett letter, 2017, just remarkable. Hi, I'm Wes Moss, and thanks for taking a minute to hear about what's so different about my new book, You Can Retire Sooner Than You Think. So unlike other retirement books, this book will give you a step-by-step guide, whether you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s, to learn from what these successful and happy retirees did to get there. I hope you enjoy the book, but more importantly, I know that it'll help you retire sooner than you think.